All right, witness this, boys and girls. I'm about to close it. You see my total is 164, okay? 160, whatever. All right, so I'm going to close these trades, and I'm going to show you why. All right, so I posted a video. You can see it right here. I posted a video showing you guys that I had started a new challenge just last night. I'm going to repeat it again. Just last night, I started the challenge with Tradeify, 150K account. My target was supposed to be it was supposed to be a $9,000 balance, which means all I had to do was get to 159,000. Okay. As you can clearly see, and I could have kept these running, but as you can clearly see, I already passed the challenge and exceeded their expectations. Okay. I exceeded what they said. And I'm going to pull this up and show you guys receipts. Hold on one second. Okay. So I can't show y'all the whole thing because it got my account number up there. But as you can see, okay, my target was supposed to be $9,000 and this is on my first day. All right. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to go into my Tradeivate account, which is show you all the details. Okay. So again, the target was $9,000 is what I was supposed to make. I started with a 150K account, and now you clearly see I closed it out at 164.15 or whatever it was. By the way, all right, I want to show you guys this. One of the things that happened on today, okay, is the fact that I had to wait quite some time, and this is going to happen. So when you come to our class, sometimes the trades are going to be boom, boom, boom. It's going to happen right away. Today, it did not, and I knew it was going to go down. I did my assessment on my simplicity system, and you can clearly see that this was showing that it was going to head on down, and it was just a matter of time. So what I had to do was sit here and wait, because as you can see, the market opened over here, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Okay, so 41 candles times 3 minutes. Let's see what that equals. 41 times 3. I should just did 40. Okay, 40 times 3. That equals 2 hours. Bottom line, I had to wait 2 hours. I had to sit here and wait 2 hours. But a good thing is this has a built-in indicator alert so that you can get an alert sent to your phone. So once it did break right here, you can see right here, and let me make this bigger. You would have gotten an alert. So you ain't got to sit around just doing nothing with your life. Right here, Miss Jenny had built in an alert system. So right there, that candle closed right there where I was looking for. I hopped in and went for the ride. And you can see it's still going down. So I literally could be making a lot more money on this particular account. And that's on the YAM. The first one to break was NQ. That was the first one to break right there. Smooth. Look at all that money, baby. So here's the deal. Some of you guys, you're going to jump in. You're going to be like, okay, well, let's go. No, hold on, baby. Hold on. We're going to do our assessment like we're supposed to do and wait. And this is part of what's going to make you be able to be financially, well off in this business versus people who are constantly blowing up accounts, trying to force trades. I sat here and I watched it. I'm like, okay, well, I just had other things to do, which I'm about to bounce and go to the river walk and hang out. Nancy went to go get her nails done and stuff. So I'm going to go walk and spend time with God and enjoy beauty outside because it's beautiful outside. But look at what happened. Okay. And this is another reason why I got a laptop in each one of my cars. Why? Because if I'm on the road, guess what? I can just pop them open. Or, you can do it from your phone, but I just like the way it looks on the laptop or computer. But I had things to do and emails to respond to. So, right before I left, I saw we got a break. Okay, and there you go. So you can see it's still going down. So, could I have let this run and probably made Another 5 Gs by now? Absolutely. But why make more when they said that I have to only make 9,000? I've already done more than 9,000. You see what I'm saying? I did $10,600. So that's $1,600 more than what they asked for. And mind you, I did it in 24 hours. So let's go to Tradeovate so I can show the receipts. And like I said, guys, the class starts tomorrow. Tomorrow. It starts tomorrow. All right, guys. So I had to go into my Tradeovate account and show you guys the receipts. So here's the receipts. As you can see, I had only 2 losing trades, which, by the way, it was because I was trying to do something, but it doesn't matter. So I can show you guys I have an 81.82% win rate, 2 losing trades. Those 2 losing trades were only $310. Profit, $10,975 for a total of $10,665 in gross profits. Now, okay, how many contracts? 22 contracts, 11 trades, 22 contracts. Okay. Longest time between, basically, for me to have passed all of this was I did it in 6 hours and 47 minutes. I took 1 trade last night on YM, and I held it overnight because I knew it was going to drop some more. So I just took that one. Actually, I bought it and it went to sleep and they hit my take profit. Okay, so that was last night. Okay, so that's why that was the longest trade out of all of them. But outside of that, you guys can see basically I did everything in less than 12 hours. I signed up last night and less than 12 hours, about 12 hours. I did $10,665 in less than 12 hours. So this prop firm challenge done, son. Here's the receipts. Here's the receipts. Okay, here's the receipts. Look at that. Profit targets. Boom, 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 baby. Okay. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. This is delicious, baby. I told y'all, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, we just started this account. See, running from when. And I clicked on this week. So you can see I clicked on this week for performance this week. And you can see, look, from when? Yesterday till today. Okay. Because I got it yesterday and then I'm done already today. So I started it last night when we was watching the movie with Nancy and I'm finished this morning and I'm about to leave the house. 10 grand in profit. Now, is this something you're going to make every single day? Let me rephrase that because y'all going to be looking over my shoulder and Miss Jenny's. But is this something that's going to happen every single day? No, of course not. But again, even when you take a loss, it's simple to make it back later on. Oftentimes, the market will give you a loss early, then you wait, and then come back later based on your assessment, and you find out, oh, okay, this thing was going to go. I just wait till later. When I get the alert, I hop back in and you clean it up. You just clean it up. You know what I mean? Look, I had 2 little small losses, one for 285 and one for 155. Okay, so no big deal. Who cares? But look, when I clean it up, I'm going to clean it up, baby. Okay, so again, guys, you got to hit our website. Go to futrix.com. Let me show you the website. All right, you guys. So again, it starts tomorrow. The live sessions start tomorrow. Okay, and you get the indicator as well. Okay, because you got to register your information. So you want to sign up now so you can get registered. So when you're in the live session, you'll have the same indicator that we have, and that starts tomorrow. So all y'all lagging and dragging, you're gonna be crying. Come on, let's get the bread, Fred. I don't care nothing about no tariffs. I don't care nothing about no inflation. I don't care about interest rates. Because guess what? No matter what they do, you have to find a way to do something else for yourself. Too many people are caught up in, well, they doing this and they doing that. My question has always been, what are you doing for you so that does not affect you and your family? Because as long as you got your nose in what they are doing, then you have just empowered them to control your life. But regardless of what they're doing, you have the God-given ability to think your way free so that you, instead of hating on the rich people, oh, these rich people doing this and these rich people doing that. Instead of complaining about what they're doing, why don't you find out how they're doing it and go in and do the same? But here's what you're going to find out. The moment you become just like them, meaning you have money in your pocket, now everybody's going to talk bad about you, right? See, this is why I don't talk about rich people, because I don't know their journey. I don't know their story. I don't know what they came from. So if God blesses you to become rich, now everybody has a right to target you. But they don't know how many struggles you went to get there. And now that you're there and you're living your life because that's what you worked hard to get, everybody's supposed to target you now, right? Because it's unfair that you are successful. No, that's not true. See, I don't mind what they're doing. I just want to know. Let me get educated in what they're doing. They're in this stock market. They're in the futures market. They're in the Forex market, the currency markets. They're trading gold and silver and all these. They're into these markets. They're investors. They make a boatload of money. So let me learn what they're doing instead of wasting my time hating on people, because I will not discipline myself to learn from somebody else so I can get and take advantage of what is already there for any and everybody to have. These markets don't know who you are. They are there for those who have the knowledge on how to fish the money out. So shut up about what everybody is doing and how they're making their money, and just learn how they're doing it. So instead of you hating on them, you can become them. It's making sense. I am so sick and tired of all these people complain. Then you pray for a blessing, and meanwhile, you refuse to take the time to invest into your mind so you can get that blessing. You want what they have, but you don't want to do what they do. Many of them, I just did a presentation for a group of men, showing a presentation of all these people that these people complain about. Oh, this person is a billionaire, this person doing this and this. Yeah, but I showed them pictures when they were sitting in their garages, when they were sitting in their basements, and nobody was around saying nothing to them. Nobody cared who they were. And they worked their butts off to get where they were. And now that they made it, now they're a target because they're successful. Everybody wanted to tell them what to do with their money now that they got it. But nobody was in the basement saying, hey, let me help you get there. See, when you get there, everybody want to talk about you. But when you're nowhere, nobody cares about you. So the nowheres start talking about the get theirs. So you got to ask yourself, are you going to be a person who is a get there, or are you going to be a person who is a nowhere? Because nowheres always complain about the get theirs. And I learned I am not going to be a nowhere. I am going to work hard quietly behind the scenes, and I'm going to get there. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to get there. People gossip, I'm going to get there. People talk about me, I'm going to get there. Because it ain't about what they say, it's about what efforts I'm putting in, and I'm showing God that I can put the effort in. If you give me the knowledge, God, I'm going to put the effort in. Because I ain't wasting my time gossiping about other people and what they got going on. You gave me the ability to generate wealth. So let me learn and then apply what you're teaching me. Not sit on my butt complaining about everybody else, waiting for you to rain blessings of bread from heaven. You rain ideas, and then it's our job to execute on the ideas you give us. God never gave a person a chair, but he did give trees and an idea. So the person who was wise enough to take the tree, cut it into shapes of chairs, makes the money. The person who's sitting on their butts complaining about, oh, he making $1 million off his chairs because he took the wood from the tree that God provided and used an idea, while you sitting on your butt crying and complaining, and you still broke because you still worried about what he's doing. Stop worrying about what other people doing. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Mind your doggone business. Apply wisdom to what God is trying to tell you to do. I was quietly behind the scenes, sitting in all these Mambas, Doyle Trades, Patrick Whelan, and I can go down the list of all the people all this time. I'm just quietly behind the scenes, just in and out of these classes, paying these people. Juvier paid him like $3,500. I wanted to learn. I'm paying behind the scenes with my mouth shut. Not complaining, not trying to spy out who's the scammer, who's this and that. If I'm in a class and I learn from them, cool. If I didn't learn anything, I move on to the next one. I ain't do no reviews. I ain't do none of that immature stuff because I ain't there for that. I'm there to learn. And if this person is a good teacher, cool. If they even got an inkling of nugget of information that I need, then that's what I got from it. And then I moved on to the next mentor. And I moved on to the next and to the next one and to the next one until I figured out, okay, I got all this knowledge. God, how do I apply this and put it together? Because I already know, because I'm now climbing out of the ladder of the futures market, and being successful in that, it's automatically going to draw some haters on that too. Why? Because people rather complain about a person who made it out without seeing how long they was quietly working behind the scenes, instead of just coming and saying, hey, can you help me learn so I can duplicate what you're doing? See, I stay in my lane, man. And that's what you're going to learn. Stay in your freaking lane. Come on up in this Futurix class and come on up in here and learn, because the ideas that you can get out of here could possibly be life-changing for the rest of your life. Because I'm telling you guys, the stock market been around before you was born, and it's going to be around after you dead. It ain't going nowhere. The currency markets is still flowing. Money is still flowing. It's just you're missing out because you're constantly focused on something that you ain't got nothing to do with you. Mind your business and get knowledge. Get knowledge. That's why we're doing this live stream. Okay? So that you can come in here and learn. Even if it's a bad day, what can I learn from that? We're going to have plenty of good days, but there's going to be some bad days. What do I learn from that? That's one of the things I got out of all them people's class. When they were having a bad day, I learned how to handle it. Because I'm seeing how they're handling a bad day. I didn't sit up there and saying, oh, they ain't no good trader. They ain't just, I'm not going to criticize you because you're having a bad day. Everybody has that. See, maturity. I watched them bounce back from, in fact, one of my mentors who I was in there, he had several bad days. And then he bounced back, made a lot of money, and bought another car and some other stuff. Thousands of dollars made. And he was just splashing it around like it's candy money. Why? Because he realized how to handle a bad day, and I learned it from him. So when I have a bad day, I can just stay stable. I can relax. Furthermore, I'm learning to stick to the rules. Like I said, today's trade, it took me 2 hours to wait for it to happen. That's a long time of waiting. But did it pay off? It sure did. I passed the challenge within 1 day now. I did like 4,000 last night and then another 6 right in front of y'all and closed out. Why? Within a 24-hour period, does 2 hours make a big difference? No, it didn't make a difference. It was good that I waited, right? Because if I would have jumped in too soon while the market was in that sideways pattern getting chopped up, I would have got blended up too. But because I waited just an extra 2 hours, just waited, get busy with something else. Then when it was right, money flew in a matter. In fact, I only held them trades like less than 30 minutes. Waited 2 hours, but held them for only 30 minutes to make all the profit I needed to pass that challenge. And I can do this all day long. I can do it all day long. So anyway, let me cut this video. I know this was longer. I didn't mean to go this long, but some of you guys needed to hear this. You need to hear it. Okay. So come on up in this Futurix program, because again, it starts this week, tomorrow. First class starts tomorrow. Everything you need is on the website. Everything is active. The codes to the indicators, everything is on there now. It's ready to go. So go here, click on the sign up. It's dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. Anybody can afford this. Anybody. If you say you can't afford this, don't worry about trading at all, because trading won't be for you. Wait until you get your pockets up. But we make this so dirt cheap, anybody can get it. Okay, anybody. So go to our website. As soon as you sign up, then you come back here with the username and password you created during the checkout process. Click on the login tab and just go through the quick tutorial. Okay, the opening video and then the indicators, and that's it. It's real simple. It's dead simple. Okay, if you do have any questions, you'll be able to ask those questions. You'll be able to ask those questions during the live session with Miss Jenny. Okay, so this is Nancy. I'll hit you guys back because my boo comes first. Peace and hair grease. See y'all in class.